What's up? My name is Brandon. As you guys know, we are The Snipe Life, and we've talked about a lot of different stuff in the Christian world and Christian media and Christian creativity over the last almost 2 years. And you guys have been a great support to us and what we do here. And here's what I'm going to ask. If you have supported our channel and if you love what we do, please watch to the end of this video so that I can explain absolutely everything. Yeah, this is definitely a shock that came today. So as always, I'm keeping up with the trends of all that's going on with The Chosen. It's one of my favorite shows. It's something that we make a lot of videos on. And yeah, I found this weird website. The Chosen actually kind of posted that some of their billboards had been vandalized. And yeah, I checked out the site just to see what was going on and what kind of was happening and who was doing this. And well, you know, the site kind of brought some answers to some of the things that I had been wondering about The Chosen in general. And they made a lot of really good points, talking about some of the stuff that may be wrong with The Chosen. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard. But overall, let's just take a look at this website and what's going on there and kind of get a better idea about why I kind of seeing things in a new light here. Yeah, so on these billboards, someone actually wrote chosensucks.com and wrote some other stuff to kind of cover up what the billboard was all about. But yeah, on the actual website, if you go to that URL or if you go to thechosenisnotgood.com, brings you to this page right here. And yeah, it's kind of weird, right? There's some weird stuff, but I think if you watch this video, there's actually a lot of good things that they have to say, interesting things. And so it really brought, you know, a new kind of understanding to me about what's going on. And so I just want to watch a few clips from this. Here's a couple of my favorites.
Welcome to hell. Chalk here sounds like fingernails. The erasers sound like Nickelback. Today's lecture, how do we discredit it? How do we shut it down? And most of all, how do we stop watching it?
I know, right?
Know the trick.
So they're showing them as real people. Big deal.
Big deal? Showing them as real people is the opposite of what I've been trying to do.
What about the old Bible videos where Jesus had an English accent?
Seriously. We had a good run up there with unrelatable Jesuses. Judgmental Jesus, British Jesus, rockstar Jesus, and this guy. But this Jesus with an actual personality is a real pain in my satanic butt.
I actually don't think it's stupid.
What?
It makes me want to be more like that Jesus guy.
Not again.
So yeah, I encourage you to go watch the full video. Some people are not going to like it and some people are going to love it. And I want to talk about it a little bit here on our channel because I think it's going to be an interesting thing that pops up in the Chosen community over the next couple of days or so. And so obviously this is something that the Chosen made, something that they were a part of at the very least, in kind of working with. I think this is a amazing marketing tactic. And let me explain kind of why. Some of the reasons why I think that this is actually a good thing and really, really important that they are approaching things in this way. Some of you are going to be very upset about the imagery of hell or Satan or demons. And let me just tell you right off the bat, this is not what hell looks like. This is not what Satan looks like. This is not what demons look like. Right? It's just not. This is an Americanized caricature of what we have believed Satan to look like, right? These horns and red velvet, right? And this idea that all the demons have these little horns that sticking out of their foreheads, and it's just not the way that it actually is, right? This is a satire. This is a joke making fun of Satan. It's making fun of hell and the idea of that. And I know some of you are not going to like that at all. You're not going to like that they even approached it in this way. But here is kind of some of the things that I'm thinking about here. Why did they make this ad? Either Angel Studios or The Chosen themselves, right? One of the two of them made this ad, and they did it in a way that was very specific. They made these billboards that looked like they had been vandalized, that leads to this website, right? That is not in any way connected to The Chosen. In fact, earlier today when I was looking at the YouTube channel, it only had 78 subs, right? So a lot of people did not know what to expect. In fact, there was about an hour and a half countdown to the actual video before it went live. And so I'm sitting there live waiting for it to come out, and immediately I see that it's a satire, that it's obviously very well produced, right? A lot of money went into this. And why would they do this specifically? Well, it's not to reach you. And how do I know that? Well, The Chosen, right, ever since last year, the end of last year, when they invited us out to Washington, D.C., they invited us to go watch Christmas with The Chosen, right? And we were there, and one of the things that they said over and over again, and I even had an interview with Daryl Eves talking about this, is that they want to reach Gen Z. They want to reach the 15 to 25-year-olds. Like, what is your vision for the future?
Well, okay, so we like to think outside the box. I don't know if you figured that out yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
We like to do things a little bit differently. And so you'll see our initiative for 2022 is we really want to go after Gen Z, so college age, high school age, boys and girls throughout the world.
Right.
And then we want to extend more aggressively in different languages.
Are you going to use YouTube to do that more?
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome.
Absolutely.
But this is the group that they want to reach overall. That's their mission for this year. Because generally, the chosen audience is about 45 to 65 plus. And how do I know that? Because my YouTube analytics share a very similar audience. The Chosen actually has a name for these people, and they're called the Betties. And so the Betties are the 55, 65, 75-year-old women who are heavily into Christian culture, that love Christian media, and have loved The Chosen and supported it, right, vehemently. They've supported it with everything that they have. And so the Betties are the majority of the people that love The Chosen right now. And it's the majority of people that actually follow our channel too. So the mission of The Chosen is to get a new audience, to find those people that are not following the show, that have not been interested in the show, that have not given the show a chance yet. Right? And we've seen this a lot with even our friends. If you've watched our series, our friends watched The Chosen. At first, they were not super hyped about it, right? As we got into it, they were not like really excited to watch the show. But as we continued to watch, and as we, got more invested in the show, now they're really excited about it. They love every moment. They know all the characters, and it's really built for them. But they have to get to that point in the first place. Right? And so Gen Z is a generation in which they don't have any interest in The Chosen at all. But this marketing tactic in particular, the way that they did it, is insanely smart. Because it's not a straightforward, I'm going to give you a Facebook ad or an Instagram ad or a TikTok ad. This is a underground, hidden, crypto sort of feeling, unique way of marketing The Chosen, right? In fact, this video right now only has 5,000 views. And I bet The Chosen's not even worried about that in the slightest, because they know people like me, right, are going to be making videos about this, talking about this. And they've done an amazing, amazing job, right? This ad is not like some cruddy ad that just got thrown together. They obviously had a very intentional plan about how they were going to make this ad. The production value is huge. But then on top of that, the way that they distributed it, right? It's going to be this underground sort of sharing organic, natural growth where The Chosen isn't like pushing it out into people's faces. They're not going to go and just shove this video into your face because they know that the majority of their audience right now is not going to respond well to this video. But Gen Z is going to love this video. Gen Z is going to see the intelligence and the marketing prowess in this video in particular. And it's going to change the way that they think about the show. Change the way that they think about the writers, change the way that they think about the people that are involved, because they're not old fogies. They're not people that are just making Sunday school documentaries. They're people that are making really creative, amazing Christian content. And there's one line in this ad that points to that more than anything else, and it's this one right here.
Well, so far, my most successful strategy has been making people's moms recommend it to them.
You should watch The Chosen, honey.
Sure, Mom.
Oh, Deborah. Could have made a great team.
This truly has been a huge detriment to The Chosen in general. The fact that the older generation is trying to get the younger generation to watch it, but the younger generation doesn't think that the older generation is cool or that they know what is actually good. Even us, when we talk to the youth group at our church about watching The Chosen, many of them have not watched it because they just are not interested in it. In fact, it took them meeting Julia Molina in person for them to actually get interested in The Chosen. And that was a big feat. She had to physically come to our church for an event, and then finally they were interested in what The Chosen was doing. But something like this, where it feels slightly taboo, where it feels slightly over the edge, is going to pique their interest more than anything else. And so what are your thoughts? Do you think that this ad went too far? Do you think that they could have done something different? Or do you think that this is a good way to reach Gen Z or different generations? I don't know. I can see both sides. I can see the people that are upset at this ad, and I can see the people that see it as an amazing marketing opportunity. Again, I don't think that The Chosen is impervious to failure. And if they do make mistakes, I definitely will call it out. But honestly, I think this was a good move here. I think this is going to help them to reach a different generation that they have yet to reach. It's going to help them move beyond the Bettys and get to the Gen Z and the Gen Alpha and even beyond, right? So if it's not for you, it's not for you. And that's totally cool. I understand that completely. But let me know below, what do you guys think about this whole ad? What do you think about this whole campaign? If you haven't seen the video yet, I'll leave the link in the description below so you can go check it out. Just skip to the end and the commercial plays a couple different times. So make sure you check that out. But anyway, that's all I have to say tonight. I just wanted to get this out real fast so I could talk to you guys about it and hear your thoughts. So hope you have a good one. Hope you like this video. And thanks for being part of our community. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.